grandparents, your parents, your kids, each its own separate and distinct generation. Each has its own characteristics that makes it unique. We hear frequently that times are changing, but are they really? Let us look more closely at what separates our generations and what unites us. What would you do on a first date?
Any places to go. You couldn't go to an ice cream shop. There was no movie theater. There just wasn't any place to go.
Movies.
You went dancing, went to clubs like that?
Probably to the movies or a football game or something like that.
Parties and things with friends.
We did a lot of group dates where, it would be, because you didn't never want to be caught alone with someone of the opposite sex because that was dangerous.
Or cruises to the beach. I grew up in Southern California.
It's with movies and then dinner.
Dinner and movies.
That's a good question. I don't know. Never been on a date before.
I generally stick to deep sea diving or bricklaying in foreign countries.
Go to Starbucks or a movie, a cheap restaurant. Not very high class.
First date, some restaurant, definitely.
How much did a movie cost?
Right, it was about 50 cents.
Probably $2 or $3 to take a girl to the movies.
Couple bucks, maybe $3.
For $6 a person.
Maybe $6 or $7. One per ticket.
Probably $6. $6, $7.50, somewhere between there.
Usually $8 to $10.
$7 to $10.
Why not?
$8.
$10 to get in, $40
Like
to buy
$40
everything
to
else.
buy food, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, especially when you can get it for free on the internet.
How much was or is a gallon of gas?
Probably closer to 20 cents a gallon.
You get gas for about 19 cents a gallon.
It's under $1.50 a gallon.
And I could fill up the gas tank on, I believe, $1.
$1.09 per gallon when I was driving.
97 cents per gallon.
$3.40.
$5.
$3.82.
Way too many dollars and a few extra cents.
How much was a can of soda?
10 or 15 cents.
About 10 cents.
Around 25 to 45.
25 cents to 50 cents.
So you're talking about 2 quarters there typically. 50 cents a can.
A soda was 50 cents.
50 cents. I remember 50 cents like out of the vending machine.
Probably like $1.50.
This is around $1.50.
$2.
That's $4 now. I don't honestly know.
My mom buys it.
How did or do you communicate primarily?
Somebody, you rode a horse and went to their place, or there were roads.
Would call them on the one phone you had, or just meet them at school.
We'd go home and use a rotary phone, and then you could only walk about 10 feet because it had a cord.
Face to face.
We talked.
Really like writing letters because there was no email.
You would actually call somebody's house on their landline and you would say, "Hello, is so-and-so there?"
Hopped each other's fences and walked into the back door.
School was always notes. We always passed notes.
Telephone.
I usually over the cell phone, but I like calling people and speaking face to face.
Mainly texting. Mostly texting, yeah.
Mostly talking. That's it.
Did you or do you sit down with your family for meals?
Always.
Yep.
Supper, we'd always sit at the table for supper, and hardly ever went out to eat.
Every single one.
Yes, that was very important. It was 6 o'clock and it was time to be home for dinner.
Yes. Yeah, for the most part.
I actually hardly ever did.
Yeah. No.
Yes, I do.
What type of movies were or are popular?
A lot of Western movies.
I can't even name an actor. You know what? We could get Gunsmoke on the radio sometimes if the sunspots were just right.
Friday the 13th came out, the first one while I was in high school. So those were good drive-in ones if you wanted like the chick to snuggle up with.
Say, yeah, Star Wars, but pretty much everyone likes Star Wars. Indiana Jones is pretty popular.
Like Ghostbusters.
Breakfast Club.
say Napoleon Dynamite was really big.
Batman.
I think like the superhero movies are coming back a lot.
Stuff like the Avengers, Thor, that's really good. Thor movies.
Horrible, like comedic in a very terrible way.
Violent movies. Some of them are pretty good.
What type of music was or is popular?
What Elvis was,
I mean, everybody liked Elvis Presley.
Liked Boston, but they also had Bee Gees was really popular back then.
My sister listened to Michael Jackson like it was going out of style.
Styx and Queen and Boston and
Motley Crue, Metallica.
Grunge. Oh my god. It was like the age of Nirvana and Pearl Jam.
Mariah Carey was big. Green Day.
One Republic or Linkin Park.
Hip, pop music, rap, all the good stuff.
Unfortunately, hip hop, rap.
Probably rap, pop.
Music I wouldn't listen to.
Justin Bieber, One Republic. Katy Perry just surpassed Justin Bieber on Twitter.
Miley Cyrus.
What's one word that sums up your generation?
Weird. Like there's no really normal or anything.
Inept.
Misinformed.
Violent.
Awesome.
Insane.
Messed up.
Awesome.
Independent.
Self-reliant. My grandpa wouldn't agree with that, though.
Alive. Lost.
Big hair.
This party.
creative.
I would say disco.
Fun.
lucky generation that followed the greatest generation on earth.
After speaking with so many people across so many generations, we can conclude that yes, times are changing. Different types of movies and music are popular. Prices have gone up, but despite that, many things are the same. Family time still has value, and the best date idea is still dinner and a movie.